Okay, so this is to all women, myself included, because God knows I have done this way too many times. But, there are the Taylor Swifts in the world that feel like every single man that they've been with has done them wrong. That they've gotten together with all of these men and they have just treated them horribly. And she writes all these songs about how awful her relationships have been. And, I used to do that. I used to complain about my relationships and how, man, I just always pick the bad ones. And I have this person who's just always abusive and an alcoholic and on and on. But then at one point, is it our fault? I mean, we are the ones that knowingly choose someone thinking, I just know that if I give them a chance, if I give them one chance, they won't drink. If I'm the one that believes in them, if I'm the one that believes in them and supports them, then they won't be abusive. They won't be a gambler. They won't cheat, whatever it is. But women in particular, can't really speak for men, tend to kind of pick the same type of partners over and over again. And then we wonder why our relationships don't last, or why we're always getting treated poorly. But I mean, it's kind of like we made our bed and we are lying in it. I'm not saying it makes it okay for people to be abusive or to gamble or to cheat or anything like that. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's okay. It's not okay. But at the same time, we are the ones that chose to be with someone. If we knew ahead of time that maybe they've had a history of cheating or of abuse or of drinking or drugs, and we think that we're going to be the ones to stop them from doing that, that's kind of also on us. We need to share the responsibility and not act like the victim all the time. Again, I'm not condoning at all people cheating or being abusive or anything like that. But if we know going into it's different if you don't know these things ahead of time. But if you pick a partner, if you are with someone that has a history of gambling or cheating or drinking or doing drugs or being verbally or mentally abusive, and they've done it to you before or they've done it in the past, then we kind of can't be shocked and awed if it happens to us. We're not really the victim. And Taylor in particular just loves to be the victim. So I'm just wondering, at what point is it our responsibility? Do we take that blame? Do we at least take partial blame? Again, not condoning things like that. But at some point we have to stop making excuses. And at some point, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Well, if we're constantly picking the same type of people over and over again, then at what point can we really say, wow, we're being abused, I can't believe it? So just wondering at what point women should start taking, or people in general, not just women, people in general should stop, should start taking responsibility for getting together with people that are a project or have a history. And then again, we can't really be shocked and awed when they turn around and do those things that they have a history of doing. So just wondering if anybody agrees.